All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Joint Discussions. I am your host, Gene. I got my buddy here, Edwin. I appreciate you coming down to the show.
Yeah, bro. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Playboy? Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Gene.
Thanks for being here, my man. So,
Cool.
As I mentioned to you before, this show is meant to be a cannabis themed show. So we kind of want to explore your journey as a connoisseur, and also somebody that is inside the industry.
You just made that word up right now?
No. Connoisseur is a thing.
All right.
Especially in the
Fuck with that.
the distillate the concentrate market. They often need to push it to people who spend money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People that really are about this cannabis shit. And I am going to be working with Packwoods as they come into the state, and that's they cater to that market, the connoisseurs, so to speak. So yeah, so I would consider you that.
Oh hell yeah! Oh shit! All right.
I would consider you that.
I thought the word was made up, but it's a real word. Nigga said I'm it. All right.
I must consider you a connoisseur.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Shit, it's on my resume.
I know you from I first met you. At the time, I was working with a company called Toast. It's a pre-roll company. Shout out to Toast.
Shout out Toast.
They're part of the Tilt umbrella. Opal was also part of that.
Yeah.
I think they still are.
Yeah, they still with them.
I think they're still with them.
Shout out Gary Payton / Pirates Milk.
Shout out to Gary Payton / Pirates Milk. Some good shit, man. I will say this: a big reason why I love Opal, really because of Jamie. Right?
Yeah,
Jamie.
shout out Jamie.
Big shout out to fucking Jamie.
Shout out Jamie.
Jamie is one of the first people that I really, really fuck with in this
Yeah.
industry. Like someone that I can say that I genuinely liked as a person.
That's still the homie too. That's
and
the
not to
homie
say
for life.
there's a lot of people in the industry that I like a lot of people in the industry.
Yeah.
It's not it's a very friendly, but he is one of really solid people.
Yeah.
That works really, really hard, and I hope they really show their appreciation for Jamie, because Jamie is a solid person, and he is a person that adds value to any situation that he's in. So tell me about so tell me about your cannabis journey. You know what I mean? Because you mentioned earlier that you worked for a couple of brands as a brand ambassador, and you've also worked in some dispensaries. So tell us about your cannabis journey career wise,
Bro. So right when I started smoking, I started going to Cali all the time.
Okay, so all right. So tell me about that.
Bro, started saving bread, going to Cali. Me and my homies going to Cali.
What was bringing you to Cali?
Just Cali.
Just to smoke weed, for the purpose of smoking weed?
No, just Cali. Bro, it's like we going to the opposite coast, nice weather. The weed, obviously, too.
How old were you when you first went to Cali?
First time I went to Cali, bro, I think I was 18.
You Haitian?
Yeah.
Your mom let you go to Cali?
Yeah.
She had no problem with it? She didn't have a dream?
Nah. Not for Cali. I think I was actually 16. The first time I went, I was 16.
By yourself? With your
It was
your
me
friends?
and my homie.
At 16 years old?
It was the first time,
Your mom let you go?
Yeah, we got a B&B.
Wow. Was your mom born here or in IT?
In Haiti.
Wow, you had a really cool mom.
I
Because
did.
most moms wouldn't allow their child to do
But
that.
she also shipped me to Haiti because I was being mallevé. So there's a balance.
So she's saying this is harmless compared to what he normally does.
Type shit.
Okay, I respect it. So you going back and forth to LA.
So I'm going back up, bro. Like, I'm just seeing the weed lifestyle over there. I'm just like, nigga, this is crazy. Like, dispensaries. Like, you don't got to hit up your homeboy. Like,
This is before it was legalized here.
yeah. Man, dog, I'll never forget, hopping off the plane, going to the B&B, dropping the bags off, going to the dispensary.
Yeah.
First time discount, leaving with, an ounce and some change.
At 16?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tell me about it. So you went,
yeah.
So because during the time, guys, you gotta it was illegal in Massachusetts. Obviously, we had the Hemp Fest every year. To fight for legalization. So it must have been a novelty to go somewhere else, actually go into a brick and mortar store to purchase drugs.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was like, yo, this is crazy. And just waking up and being like, yo, we can just hit up because I had people over there that I knew already that could get it for us because we weren't allowed to
like on the street.
No, from the dispensaries.
Okay, on some liquor shit.
On some shit, yeah. Because since we're old enough, you feel me? Well, I wasn't we could sneak into a bunch of shit, but not the dispensary. So had our niggas get it and bro, bought it instantly, bro. We have almost a QP rainy touchdown. It was just like, but like that, we just had that instantly just so we can, all right, we got the weed settled.
Okay.
Now we can go have fun with the weed. Like, we didn't just go there just to smoke, but the weed was fire, bro.
It's Cali, but it's like the Mecca. I mean, I know like Vancouver was a big part of like that, the quality of the weed on that side. But
see, people don't see. I fuck with you. You're a connoisseur too. Niggas don't know about Vancouver.
I appreciate that, man.
Like, nigga, it's right above Cali. It goes right down to the.
Listen, man, motherfuckers don't give Vancouver its credit, man.
Oh God, they're like, the first niggas with the weed pizza shops too, nigga.
But yeah, man. So like, tell me about the cannabis culture, because it's obviously, you know, we're only been legal for a little bit, so their cannabis culture is a lot more mature than ours.
Yeah,
it's a bigger market, and it's just a lot more involved. So what would you say is the major difference between the cannabis culture here and there?
So that's the reason I even got into the industry. So like, just going to back and forth all the time, and then seeing the dispensaries, I was like, yo, like, I want to work in a dispensary.
Okay.
Like this is fire. And I'll never forget when I turned 21, I think it was like a couple days after my birthday, Botera in Brockton opened, and I went in there to go purchase some bud. And bud tenders was walking up to me like how they was doing like in Cali. And I was just like, yo, like, this feels so cool. Like, they coming up with the iPad and shit, nigga. What you feeling today? I was like, nigga, who are you? Like, nigga, what we got going on? Like, I thought I was in Cali. Like, it was crazy, but it was just like, it was like a different feeling. And then, bro, literally, since I fuck with them so hard, like, I was like, yo, y'all hiring?
Like, and on the spot?
Yeah. And then, like, 2 months later, I got the job there.
What was the hiring process?
Bro, honestly, like, I sent in the application, and the manager fucked with me, and he was just like, you watch anime? I was like, yeah, I watch anime. I fuck, like, and then instantly he's like, bro, I fuck with you type shit.
And that's the thing.
I kind of cheated, but nigga, it's not my fault.
Listen, that's what I love about the cannabis industry. It's a lot of this is based off vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
like, you know, you go to any other industry, they're looking at like, all right, your resume, your experience, and obviously you'll have a better chance of getting a job if, you know, somebody could plug you in. But it really is like, we've been doing this since we were kids, with ciphers, vibing, smoking, you know what I mean, and connecting with people. Now we're doing it on the job market. It's the same. It's dope. Yeah. It's dope. So you kind of you've been in the you've been back and forth in Cali. So you kind of seen a matured market, and then kind of seen the beginnings of that market starting to emerge here on that side. Yeah, you kind of wanted to get into that early, right? So you went into the dispensary. How long did you work there for?
I was at Botera for like.
Shout out Botera.
I was there for about like a year.
Okay.
A year and a half.
What were some of the biggest takeaways you've gotten from that year? You can say you got it from that year. Obviously, your knowledge game,
bro. It was like, it was like, bro, the weed industry is just retail. I was like, bro, this shit is just a retail job.
Yeah, just selling weed.
But like, if you strip all the shits, I was like, all right, boom. And I was like,
was that discouraging?
Not for me, but I was like, to all the niggas that are, yo, I want to work at a dispensary, bro.
Yeah,
it's like, bro,
it's not as exciting as you think it
type
is.
Shit. Like, we gotta, bro, but don't get me wrong, like, Botera was fun as fuck.
Yeah,
we got to use the aux every day ourselves. Like, put the music ourselves on the aux.
The
like,
aux, yeah.
Bro, like, we didn't have to wear a uniform.
Yeah,
like all the bosses was chill. We got our breaks on time. Like that shit was fire, bro. Like,
and they don't want to look at you funny if you come back high,
bro. Exactly, because like you just can't say it out loud, but we all know what's up. Just don't reek type shit, bro.
You work at a weed store. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, type shit. They were going like
you know what I mean?
But it was dope. That whole year was fire. So it was just a retail job. People are annoying as fuck.
The customers, you mean?
Yeah. Like,
how so?
Just like it was just like I worked at Dunkin' Donuts for 3 years. Like, people are needy. Sure. So it's like, when you translate that into like buying bud, it's like, oh, I want this. Like, what's the best for the lowest? What's the lowest for the best? What's the highest for the least? So it's like, all right, bro. It's like, how much money? So I used to instantly ask people, yo, like, how do you want to feel? And how much bread you got? Let's get to it. Like, I'm straight, like, we're getting straight to it, bro. Yeah. So, but it was, bro, like, other than that, it was fun, but just a couple of realizations, like, yo, like, it's an industry now. Like, at first, like, I was like, yo, this is fun, but I was like, this is business. This is gonna make money, bro. Yeah.
So you were Boteras for a year.
Yeah.
And where did you transition into?
Bro, so after that, I was at Botera for a year, and then, like, you know how when, like, people come to the dispensary, they do pop-ups and shit like that, different brands. So Old Pal did a pop-up. It was Jamie.
Yeah.
So Jamie did a pop-up at Botera, and I was sitting in security that day, and, like, in that in Botera, in the main entrance, the security booth is right where the pop-ups, like, people, like, set up.
Sure.
So it was just me and him kicking it for, like, that whole 3 hours.
Yeah.
We're vibing, and then he's like, yo, bro, like, I fuck with your energy, bro. You would be fire at this kind of job. I was just like, I say that, like, let me get your contact. And he got my shit down. And then I'll never forget, my boss was like, yo, bro. Like, he's like, I heard you. Because there's, like, it's like a fake wall, but, like, it's, like, just slits. Just like, yeah. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
It's getting poached.
Yeah, bro, no bullshit. And then
poached.
I was just like, I bet. And then he hit me up. Like, a week later, he was like, yo, like, let's go get, like, lunch type shit. Like, we'll talk about, like, the job. I was like, all right. So I knew he was, like, trying to poach me.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I ain't gonna fold though.
Yeah.
So, but because I was like, yo, like, I pulled up, I was like, I say that. I met him. It was lit. Like, we had a great time. We just talked about mad shit. It was nothing about work. He just wants to catch a vibe.
Yeah.
And I understood that at the end of the interview. Sure. And I was just like he didn't ask me like, so what is your history? Like, let me see your degree.
I was just kicking it, man.
Yeah, he was like, bro, what instruments you play? Like, nigga, what you watching right now? Like, what's your shoe size? You big ass nigga, because you know he's kind of tall. Like, so it was
not
funny.
in those words, but yes.
Yeah, not in those words. He's white. Yeah. Yo, shout out Jamie though.
Big shout out to Jamie.
He rolls nigga blunts though, bro. Like, I was
really,
that, yo, he can roll a fatty, bro.
Oh man, he's full of surprises, man.
You feel me? Like,
he's full of surprises, man.
Oh God, he used to play in a reggae band. Like, he had to.
That doesn't surprise me, bro.
See, you feel me?
That doesn't surprise
me. He had to roll.
Yeah, man.
Type shit. But and then I met him, and then I was like, yo, I'll work for Old Pal. Like, if y'all niggas let me still work at Botera, so I can make money. You feel me? He was like, I'll talk to my peoples.
Yeah.
I don't know who he talked to, but he hit me back up like in a week. He was like, yo, like, I bet we could do that.
Yeah.
So then I kept my badge at Botera, worked for Old Pal. Now I'm a bud tender.
And a brand ambassador.
And a brand ambassador. And then while I'm like brand ambassadoring, Botera was like, yo, all right, boom, now you're a supervisor. Now you're like now you're like a lead. I was like, all right.
Was that like shortly after that?
Yeah, because I was like, because I've been there for, it was like, yeah. Like right when I started Old Pal, like my ethic, just like my work ethic and shit was like, they was like, all right, nigga, we peep this. And then I became like, by the time I left Botera, I was like a lead.
Okay.
So that was cool. Like, I got to like rise in the ranks because they got to like, they see me putting in work, which is dope. But like, and then I left fucking Botera to go work at CAC in Brockton. Shout out CAC.
Big shout out to CAC.
Big shout out CAC.
Big shout out to Gina.
Oh God, bro.
Right. Big shout out to Selena.
Facts. Shout out to the whole team over there. Fucking, they was like, yo, like, we'll pay you more bread. I was like, all right, bet. Literally.
It's that simple.
And that's literally what I told Botera. I was like, yo, they're gonna pay me more. Like, all right, like, folks, all right, you still good? All right, I was like, so then they understood, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I was at CAC for about like half a year. Okay. And then I was just like, I'm about to just get a job closer to where I moved, because I moved to like Norton area, like Norton Mansfield.
Sure.
And there was another dispensary over there paying the same amount.
Okay, so you figure that.
So I was like, all right, type shit. I was like, yo, guys, like, this one's easier, so we still.
As long as you leave on good terms,
type
you know.
Shit, yeah, never burn that bridge, especially because the industry's so like small. Massachusetts is mad small.
Exactly.
So, and then I started working at that dispensary. Terps in Attleboro. Shout out Terps.
Shout out Terps.
They were cool as fuck, and now I'm doing Old Pal. Now I'm like a field marketing like representative for Old Pal by that time, and which is basically just like I'm like scheduling my own shit, buying props. We're helping set up events, like just more shit on my plate, which is dope. So, like I wanted to do more in the industry, like always type shit. So it was fire, and then they saw like the vision that I had, and they trusted me, and like Jamie trusted me. So I was like, all right, Jamie, like I'll fuck with you, bro. And then after like Terps, like 1906, shout out 1906.
Big shout out to 1906.
I knew Sarah because we had did a pop up together, like in the Cape. I was with Old Pal, She was with 1906, and I helped her set up her booth, and we fucked with each other so hard that day.
She's cool.
She was like, yo, I fuck with you.
She's got a lot of chutzpah.
Bro, yeah, chutzpah is the word I'd use for sure, bro. I don't know the origin of that word, but
it's Yiddish.
Chutzpah,
She's Jewish. She's Jewish.
I bet.
It's Yiddish, so.
I bet. I fuck with that. Yeah, shout out to my Yiddish, whatever. Yeah. Shout out to my Yiddish. Fucking, so, and like, we didn't exchange contacts. She ran out of cards. You know how that be.
Yeah.
So, we just let that interaction go in the wind. And then, like, I'm working with Old Pal still. And then while I'm at Terps, there was like a cannabis event, like Fire Seed.
Okay.
Like art gallery or fire.
Oh, big shout out to Fire Seed. But it's out in like the Waltham kind of western area. Yeah. It's a dope little art studio. They have like fluorescent lights everywhere and guitars on the wall. I know exactly.
It looks like little like fireflies everywhere. It looks fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there was an event there and I ran into her. She's like, oh my God, like I've been looking for you for like almost a year and a half.
Sure.
Like, where the fuck have you been? Like, I'll never forget you. And I was like, yo, like, how the fuck you been, bro? Like, I'm mad high. I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Like, and the chutzpah's like, she hit me left and right with it. And I'm like, yo. But like, we exchanged contacts. And after that, she was like, yo, you want to work for 1906? I was like, what's the terms looking like?
Yeah.
What's the bread looking like? And then got that info. More than Old Pal. So again, I was like, yo, Jamie.
It's economics, you know, it's that simple.
And then that shit was like a graceful like turnover. He was like, all right, bet, like I fuck with them over there. They're gonna treat you well. Like, all right, cool. Like you always got a spot here. Like we're family. I was like, all right, Jamie, like I love you. Like you're the one that brought me into like the industry from being like just a bud tender at first.
Actually playing the game.
Yeah. So, and he taught me a lot of games. So now I'm working at Terps in Attleboro, and then I'm working with 1906 doing the same thing. Like more brand ambassadoring, like field marketing work. Cause they saw me doing that with them. So they're like, well, I already put you at that level. So I was like, all right, cool. And then, that just became so good that I didn't have to work at Terps no more. And I left Terps. I was like, yo, guys, like respectfully.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
So you work 1906 full time?
Yeah, full time.
Okay.
That shit was beautiful. I was running over Massachusetts, going crazy, setting up booths. I'm in the Cape with it. It's in the summer. I'm walking around the streets. I'm taking my shirt off, bro.
It's 2023, right?
Yeah, bro. I'm in the beach with it, bro. I'm paying. They putting me in hotels.
Did you have that the fanny pack?
Oh yeah, I had the fanny pack. I was
whenever I
pushing
see
pills to niggas.
When I see 1906 rap with a fanny pack, I'm running straight there, bro.
I got you. What you want to go?
Run your fanny pack, bro. I need them pills.
Mm-hmm. It's just funny as fuck, bro. Like, I remember Matt. Shout out Matt from 1906. That nigga,
shout out to Matt,
first time, like I met him, he had the fanny on him.
Yeah.
And he had the pouches on him.
Yeah.
And you know what else he had on him? Scissors, bro. Because you know you can't open them bitches without scissors, bro. And I was like, yo, I can't open it. He was like,
little pouches. Yeah.
I was like, you came with it all. And I was like, you running around with scissors on you? That's kind of crazy. They got the strap on him. But shout out Matt. That shit was fire. But yeah, 1906 was mad fun. They had me running around doing beautiful work for a lot of places, and like all the connections made were like even more like expansive than like Old Pal.
Yeah.
Cause it was like all the dispensaries I had already known. They're like, yo, you with this brand now?
Yeah.
And then like now they're pushing me to other dispensaries that I've never been to. So it just helped me expand even more into the industry. So I feel like that led me to like how he was mentioning earlier, like off air, like when you walked into the party, everybody was like, yo, Edwin, like
bro.
That led to that, nigga, because now like nigga, I'm in so many dispensaries, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, man, that's when I kind of knew like he was kind of like a good vibe, man. As you mentioned, it was the Weed Map 710 party last year. Shout out to Weed Maps, and
big shout out Weed Maps.
I was working in a Cure Leaf program at the time, and we were pushing the concentrates. It was the grassroots concentrates, garlic chip. I remember that. And we, I was probably like anywhere between 6 to 10 feet away from like the main entrance to the main area of Diaspora, the kind of the weed speakeasy we have in Cambridge. And,
shout out Diaspora.
Big shout out to Diaspora. It took you like 10 minutes to get like moved 10 feet because people would just go, oh, Edwin, and what's going on, blah, 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 blah. It's like a fucking rock star, bro. Like a straight up rock star, bro. You know what I mean? And like, if anybody that gets that reaction in this community, I mean, it just means you got to be good people. You got to be solid. You know?
Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
Or
So
niggas know you got weed on you. And
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So you how long you were at Opal for?
I would say I was with Opal for about a year and some change.
Okay. And that ended how that ended.
Yeah, beautifully, yeah.
So are you currently working with any brands? Or you kind of like
right now I'm just freelancing, just doing marketing. Like,
okay,
it's kind of crazy. Like how I mentioned, like off air, like the word influencer.
Sure.
Like now that mad niggas know me,
sure.
It's like niggas just hit me up to do shit. Like,
I was gonna say I wouldn't see the way that the term influencer is being used today, as far as like somebody that has like. That makes like random videos and like has brand deals. I wouldn't call you that. But
yeah, maybe that's why I put the quotes. Yeah,
yeah. I would definitely say that you're somebody in the industry that has a lot of influence because of the the size of your network and the amount of people that you've kind of touched base with over the past few years. So in totality, how long would you say you've been in the industry?
4 years.
Okay, 4 years. All right. So let's switch gears real quick. So what would you say your overarching goal is when it comes to cannabis? And for those who don't know, Edwin is also known as It's Cadet, right?
Yeah.
He is a rapper. Do you play any instruments?
I used to play the saxophone and the tuba.
What?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Did you play it well?
Yeah.
Wow.
I play hot cross buns like a motherfucker, bro.
Okay. So you're musically inclined. So you are a creative. You are an artist.
Yeah.
So I would imagine the cannabis and your creative side go hand in hand. What's your overarching goal when it comes to cannabis? Is it involve music?
Like just like how you just said, bro. I just want to be a creative in cannabis.
Okay.
Like, bro. Like we all know weed for what it is, nigga.
Sure.
We was buying weed since I don't even know when. You feel me? Like,
sure.
So like we know what it is, but I feel like a lot of the niggas in the industry, they weren't on the front lines, so they need people like us to be at the top.
100%.
To deliver the message in a more digestible way.
100%.
Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So
100%.
like, to use a nigga like me, like you, to bring the culture and the like industry together to the people.
Culture is the key word.
They weren't on the front line.
Because here's the thing, right? The thing about cannabis, this is the weird thing about cannabis in business outside of the legacy market, we'll call it, right? Cannabis is rooted in culture, right? Cannabis is one of those cultural glues of society. And what I mean by that is, how many times have you been to a party, right? You smoke with some people you never met in there in a cipher. You leave that party being part of the same tribe. How many of your friends do you have because of cannabis? How many of your friends that you otherwise would never talk to because they're so different?
Yeah.
It becomes because of cannabis. You know what I mean? Cannabis, what keep it's all about culture. So you have to figure out how to partner with tastemakers.
Yeah, because it's all inclusive. That's like how you said, all walks of life. That's why I love going to Hempfest and 420 at Boston Commons. Nigga, you'll see like a auntie, a nigga with a briefcase, a teacher,
100%.
a fucking midget,
everybody
bro.
Smokes weed.
Nigga, everybody.
It's one of those things that like everybody, doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, what your ideology is. If you smoke weed and you feel that vibe, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, man, it at the very least, that opens the doors for potential conversations that need to be had.
Yeah, bro, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
that you would have never even think to have, a friend that you would never even think
100%.
to make, ideas that you would have never even thought to come.
100%.
Maybe that little part in the music you would have never heard if it wasn't for the
100%. You know what I'm saying? It just expands your consciousness because you are, merging with someone else's consciousness that will open you to views and, ideas that you otherwise wouldn't think, because you don't have the reference points to think that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So honestly, I was literally just like creative in cannabis that connects to people even more. Like using my influence for like whatever brand is like, I feel like is pushing a great message to.
So what does that look like? So what does a successful creative in cannabis look like?
Honestly, I feel like there's multiple versions of that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like for me, it would just be like me and a couple of like people that I trust and believe that will like work well with me and shit like that.
Sure.
Just to like help brands and companies like start up, get their aesthetic, push
Sure.
their message across.
Sure.
If it's like a message that I believe in, or like we believe that's like
Sure.
right, or just like cool or hip, you feel me? Just like,
Sure.
like basically like we'll be the check-in people. Like, like y'all have an idea? Like we'll check in with us. We'll see if it's like
sound like a consultant
type shit. Like, yeah, for like you know
a
what I mean?
A week consultant.
Yeah, while like traveling and just like spreading the message to people, because like not everybody wants to sit through a RTV training, bro. And this is terpenes.
Sure.
If you have a nigga like. You feel me? If you have niggas that are like cool in the industry, like me and you, like people that like, you feel me? Like, not like a robot or like an industry suit and tie getting paid to give the.
Somebody that's really with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
That, like that, you know, I've done dozens of pop-ups and, you know, at first I tried to be the knowledgeable guy. Cause you know, I will say this about the cannabis industry, especially the bud tenders, are some of the most well-informed people when it comes to their products.
Yeah.
Borderline fucking scientists, right? But like that doesn't resonate with most people, you know. At first, I attempted to do that, try to be super knowledgeable and scientific and shit. No one gives a fuck.
Nobody.
You know what I mean? Tell them what's gonna look like when they smoke, how they're gonna feel when they smoke. I remember when Toast first came out with like, you know, their version of dog walkers, right? The Toast Minis, right? Like, you know, Gina, shout out to Gina from CAC. She was telling me, you know, putting me on how to sell them. It's just like, yo. I go to a party, I flip the lid, and I share them. You know what I mean? It's a flex to kind of go around and share them. And like, I remember saying that to people, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's social capital. You know what I'm saying? Be able to go to a party, flip a lid, and give somebody a 0.35 pre-roll so everyone can smoke. Like, you know what I mean? You put people in the situation, you make them visualize, you know, what it looks like smoking that product. You know what I mean? And like, you have a better chance of selling that product than if you told them about the tack and the terpenes. And whether or not, you know what I'm saying? It's saying no one gives a fuck
live
about
raws
that.
and live resin.
You know, it's cool for the connoisseur.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool for the connoisseur, but the connoisseur is a much smaller population than the common man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's got to keep that in mind.
I used to love being a bud tender because like shit, like you used to, like, you know me, like imagine like you don't know weed, you coming up to me, I'm walking up to you like, what's up, Brody? Like, what you looking for today? They're like, oh, like I'm making them feel comfortable. I'm asking them like how they want to feel when they smoke. Like they telling me about their day and shit. Like,
bro, I would say this: if I'm somebody that's looking for weed, I come up to you, you talk, I'm gonna spend more money than I intended.
Type shit. Niggas used to hate me.
I just know your personality. I've seen you interact. You put these niggas in the trance, bro. You know what I mean? You really do, bro. It's just because your energy is so uplifting. Like, you feel good.
Thank you, bro.
You feel good being around you. You know what I'm saying? And if niggas spend money when you feel good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
facts.
I feel like if I'm going there trying to spend, you know, $13, including the tax for a pre-roll, I'm probably gonna end up spending $30 because I bought an eighth because of this dude.
Type shit. You're gonna dab me up on the way out.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you about this on. If I make commission, nigga.
Yeah.
What?
So have you made commission off as a BA?
Nah,
I haven't come across that gig yet.
Because in Massachusetts you can't make commission.
Y'all holding out on me? I gotta renegotiate my deal.
Type shit, bro. Get your money, bro.
But yeah. So you want to be a creative in cannabis, and
like that's my ideal. Like if I could have a company where niggas just come check in and out, you feel me? That
I appreciate that because essentially that's like my goal. With this show, along with this show, this channel. You know what I mean, there's another show that we produce here at Third Strand called Daytime Rec. And
Daytime Rec. Shout out Daytime Rec.
Big shout out to Miles at Daytime Rec. Basically, his shows focuses on, you know, the local creatives, and you know, Miles, you know, has a lot of relationships with different artists throughout the scene, and you kind of want to build that platform to kind of give these people from the scene a voice, and kind of cultivate that network, while I come on this side, on the cannabis side, and kind of do the same thing but in this community. And you know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, the goal down the line is to kind of merge the both worlds and kind of develop this industry where cannabis, which is so limited to promotion and marketing their products, can, you know, partner with the local creatives and media entities, and you know, use their budget to partner with these guys and fund the creative scene. You know what I mean? Because there's so much talent.
Fund the creative scene. That's that's a fact, bro.
So much money. Listen, because like their hands are tied. They can't really promote. I mean, they can maybe promote at a bar because it's 21 plus, this, that, the other. You know what I mean? But you can't even really show a leaf.
Yeah.
In the state of Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Associated with a product. You know? So your hands are legit tied.
Yeah.
So, but like on the flip side, in the creative community, there's so much talent. And I'll say this. More so than ever today in 2024, there is more talent in the I'm just speaking for the urban scene. I can't even speak for everywhere else. And I would imagine this goes for all the other scenes, but for the urban scene, there's more talent that is good enough to be a national act than ever in the history of this scene. It's just a matter of exposure / funding.
Yeah.
Now, cannabis has millions and millions of tied up dollars that could be better utilized and facilitated for marketing. If we can figure out how to marry the two, I promise you.
It's going to be up, bro.
I promise you.
Imagine like a well thought out cannabis event, all inclusive to the 21 and over public at like MGM or like fucking house or like somewhere, bro, some park where people could just come learn about it in a cool, inviting way,
that's
bro.
It, bro. Forget about
What's weed? Like you don't even have to leave smoking. You can just leave with the knowledge that you didn't have to learn from a YouTube video.
100%.
Like, man, that will change the game. But like we'd be Cali.
Yo, it's the thing, man. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I feel like we're not Cali. Because we, you know, the culture matured a lot earlier than you know what I mean. That's one thing. It's more of a timing thing. And B, you know, Massachusetts has a lot of restrictions that Cali doesn't have.
Literally,
you know, it really does. And I feel like they're gonna loosen up over time. I think the reason why the restrictions were put up in the first place is they had to make sure the money funneled to the right hand. But in the meantime, let's kind of take advantage of these restrictions because of this restriction could be a blessing, especially if it's applied for the creative community, because I really believe that funding and sponsoring local artists, whether it be through deals with merch or there's a lot of showcases in the modern scene. You know, you sponsor an artist and pay them $250 to wear their shirt. Wear your shirt for a performance at the Middle East downstairs or something like that. Little things like that. You know, $250 doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you're an artist. You know, a brand giving you $250 because of your work gives you a validation that I don't care who you are, every artist needs. Everybody.
Honestly, yeah, bro. Like if you're not it's like know your worth, but don't be too big headed, bro. It's like, you give me $250 to put on a shirt, I'll put on that shirt for $250.
But just knowing that someone's
I'll buy a shirt for $250.
You know what I'm saying? but knowing that somebody is willing to pay you because they feel like your body of work is worth being associated with you.
Shit, yeah. That's too. Like
that's a validation that every artist wants.
Into you, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like
the trust is so validating. You're right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I really feel like every artist at some point needs that validation. I know you don't really need it, and you do it for yourself, and that's commendable and righteous. God bless you. Deep down inside,
nigga, a pat on the back is always.
Everyone wants that pat in the back and a scratch behind the ears.
Oh God,
you know what I mean?
The scratch behind the ears, crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, man. No, that's
what we talking about, bro.
I mean, that's what it is, though. As far as the cannabis industry in Massachusetts, like, where do you see your next steps are? As of right now, you're kind of in
this summer's gonna be a movie.
Okay. I mean, is there anything you can talk about?
I feel like some of the money is gonna free up this summer.
Okay. From cannabis in general.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
For sure. And like we're so close to New York that like we have like no option but to collab.
Okay, so they're legalizing or already legal right now?
In New York, yeah. So like dispensaries are already opening up. Like Cookies is already over there.
That's a big market. New York is a big.
So if we did like people
don't realize how big of just New York City alone. Last time I checked was a city of 9 million. Massachusetts has 8 million people in the state. I'm talking about New York City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Already has 1 million people in the entire state. So think about how much weed is gonna be going in and out the entire state, from eastern, northeast, New York to the New York City, bro. It's gonna be so much money for us.
Insane. So, man, yeah, I have so much faith this summer, and where I'm gonna be after 1906, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dot.
So we continue.
Yeah, but like I know it's up this summer, bro.
So do you see yourself pursuing brand ambassador work? Is there another role that you want to try out? You did the budtender thing.
So like I did the budtender thing, bro. I done graduated from that. BA done graduated from that.
Yeah.
Now like being a freelance that people just like hit up sometimes to like help them with shit.
Yeah.
Is like kind of like starting the idea I was telling you about the business.
That's literally what it is.
Cannabis consultant, connoisseur, cadet.
Can I suggest a title for you?
What's up?
This is a title that I've given other people because they do similar things to you. As far as like, it's hard to explain what you do because really what you do for work is be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like being who you are is the gig.
Yeah.
But if I was to create a title for what I think you would completely excel at as a consultant, it would be a cultural curator. I see you curating culture within cannabis by being a bridge amongst many people, many companies, and people within the culture.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
That's literally what you just said it. Right that.
No, it's there. It's ingrained in here, bro.
Bet, good looks. I'm gonna need send me the.
It's Cadet Cultural Curator.
Bro, that's yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Thanks for summing it up for me.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna just say that from now on.
You know, your culture.
There's no bullshit. Yeah.
Curate the culture, man. You know what I mean? And like, you got a lot of. You know, I was having this conversation, you know, with the Packwoods team a couple weeks ago, and you know. One of the fortunate things about this industry is a lot of Chads. It's a lot of people who aren't really about the shits. You know what I'm saying? They just came in and seen opportunity. There are a lot of Chads with money that need you on their team. You know,
type
shit. Don't know nothing about the culture. You know, like you know. And I'm not saying anything disparaging, but like you know, a Curaleaf could use somebody like you. I mean, they're the biggest weed retailer in the country. They make a lot of money, but it's all X's and O's. It's all products over there. I don't see anything culturally inclined over there. You know what I mean? If a company like that brought you over and gave you the leeway, I think it would give them a spark that they need in order to really connect. Give them a shout, but make sure we give them a call. It comes with a bag.
Oh, yo.
A bag, all right? You know what I'm saying? None of this fucking
weed and money.
You know what I mean? A bag.
Plural. Please and thank you.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think this is a good place to end it. You know what I mean? This is a really, really good conversation. I really appreciate you coming down and doing my show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna have you come down again, and you know,
for a bag. Now I'm playing
bag. No, man. You know what I'm saying? For a bag. It's time, bro. It's time to let brothers like us in because and pay us our worth because listen, man, you know,
and let us out. Let us all out.
You know what I mean?
Let them all out.
Period. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you, bro.